so big.
All right, I am
And this
here
doesn't-
and not late.
This doesn't quite matter for our strat because the party's together, but it will matter on the first one. Is if the parties are split, there's one healer in both parties, and it's Awkborn out, and you get out and you stay out, the healer from the other party can't reach you. So when it's Awkborn and out, you always have to remember, step out, then as soon as fire goes off, step in.
Are you excited for more Dragon Song? Hell yeah.
Stay 8.
Yay! We didn't meet our quota of a new phase every day.
It's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Alright, I've done my refresher sims. It's time to wipe in phase 3.
was playing with Rugal last night, but he was still pretty sick.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, we got a
Yep.
Jax.
Yeah, I just hopped out of the trial. They went from 3 to 6. Oh, God, dude.
Not
Wasn't
good.
as solid as I had hoped. Not for myself, but like the healing was just awful. We were doing O4S min eye level. Well, according to the sheet, like we all had 90 abilities, but we kind of made it like min eye level. And yeah, we didn't finish phase 1 after 3 hours.
I've never understood the sinking down thing, because, like, level 90 abilities in those old fights kind of break them.
Well, right, like it should have been good enough, and half the people in there were blind progging it, but phase 1 isn't bad.
Yeah, the point is to have some difficult content you have never seen before. Like, it doesn't matter like if it is balanced. It just has to be balanced enough to be like an actual like thing you've never seen before experience.
I guess when I do old stuff, I always want it synced down so you're locked to the old abilities, I guess.
Yeah, but even that's not accurate nowadays.
Right, but it's closer, right? Because, like,
Well,
Honestly,
they sync-
actually, apparently no. You get so much extra stats from mind syncing compared to what you actually get if you do real on level things because of the stat squish and potency creep in the years since then. That doing the level 90 but at the right eye level thing is legitimately much harder.
Sure. I mean, see, I think of stuff like O12S healing people, and like if you're going down to level 70 sync, you just do not have tools. If you're going in at level 90, you can just shit all over that boss on healing because you have OGCDs, you have single target instant cast things, you have a bunch of like AoE heals. Like, you just a significant challenge in that
Right,
fight
and that's
is-
why the item levels are picked to make you do like 40% less healing than mind sync.
Sure, but that doesn't change time, right? Like, there's a mechanic in O12.
Yeah,
that I
but
always
like
think about
if you
when
do
healing.
like end game level 70 when Stormblood was current, you had a lot more abilities than you do at 70 now.
All right, maybe.
So the problem was we got relatively good pacing to Black Hole, and then it just fell short from there for like the whole like last hour and a half because there wasn't enough healing going out, and the healer wouldn't get to the middle fast enough and they would get nuked every time. And there wasn't enough healing from the other healer where everyone was just getting petrified right after that. And it was just kind of a mess. Yeah. We didn't have enough healing for a lot of the mechanics, which is odd because, yeah, I would assume there would be more than enough in everyone's kit just to bring everyone up like really quickly, especially after that. Yeah, we would have like healers like taking the holy by themselves, like on the edge of the arena. Like, not even close to being in the middle, so it was a mess.
'Cause I just remember, like, my blind TOP group went into a couple of the Omega fights just to remember mechanics and things like that, and I was like, holy shit, this is hard to heal. Because, like, all of my fast casts were gone. It's like, how do you heal somebody while moving when you have one option for that and there's two people who need help?
The answer is be in Stormblood when you had 4 options.
I don't think that's true. I don't think healers had 4 instant cast heals in Stormblood.
I didn't do much healing in Stormblood, so I
I
can't.
might be wrong. I
verify
did
that.
I did no healing in Stormblood. I didn't play this game till Shadowbringers, but I would be astonished if there was like, oh yeah, you just use one of your 4 instant cast instant cast single target heals.
I know I played Scholar in Stormblood, but I don't remember actually taking it to level cap. Also, Scholar's kit got fucking gutted after Stormblood. It's really sad.
But that was a lot of the dot kit, right? That wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily the healing kit.
Yeah, you could fucking spread your AoE dots, and it was really cool. And they just took it away. But also, after Stormblood, TP stopped existing, so it's a net positive.
That's like Unreal, right? Because like when they do the Heaven's Ward fights in Unreal and they scale them up, it's like they have to go nuts with the damage because healers have so many more buttons now.
Yeah, it was just a shame. Like, half of us were like really on top of moving things around and being consistent with moving past stuff, and then the other half just kind of like bombed. So I guess
Oh wait,
No,
but you have
I didn't have time
Macrocosmos.
tonight. We had a scholar and a white mage.
Yeah, I find it hard to understand why that happens because it is like, oh wait, but you have Macrocosmos, and it's like, oh, all right, this is no problem anymore.
Trying to look through some old Stormblood VODs and see what they were doing. Apparently, the answer is you just like cast one aspected Helios and one Medica 2, and then you don't press another button for 20 seconds, and that just heals everybody.
It's a pretty common strat.
Well, there's
when you have
a-
a limited kit.
There's a part in O12 which is really, really, really tight with the common PF strats for the healers because specifically 2 people need help, and if they don't get it in like 3 seconds, they pretty much almost always die. And it's random every time. So it's like, well, not random, it's semi-random, right? It's like always it's always 2 of the DPS.
Yeah.
That seems like the type of mech where you would have each healer pick
Yep.
like top down or bottom up.
But if you have level 90 abilities, fuck it, right? Like just one healer can do both. Who cares? Because they don't need a lot of help, they just need help.
Yeah, I mean that was the main issue, was just slacking on keeping people alive.
To be fair, that is a core issue if you're healing. Just like
why-
keep
Yeah.
people alive,
Yeah.
you're not really healing well.
It's good for trialing a healer, yeah.
So I don't know. I just prefer going down in levels when doing the old stuff. Even if that means tuning is weird, because like you can figure out how well somebody is playing without actually making an enraged Titan, right? Like you know if they're hitting their buttons, you can figure it out.
I mean, if I'm trialing someone for a blind group, what I'm most interested in is how they handle the mechanics of the fight more so than their actual kit.
Right, which is why it's so overcomplicated just going with your gear min eye level because you don't actually care about clearing it necessarily and go see how they do.
Yeah, I don't know. I figure the static lead is probably going to knock off about half of that list and probably do a retrial or something.
Explain that document you sent Jax with all the dogs.
I don't know. I didn't make it.
Hawk is just he's a Twitch meme. I don't know if it's like originally Twitch or if he's like FF only, but he just has a bunch of emotes of him. He's like a cute, ugly dog, so.
Alright, do we
It
think
was a
Urkel's
very
alive?
pleasant dog. Gosh,
Well,
I hope
he's
okay.
alive, but I mean, I wouldn't blame him for not coming to raid tonight if he's sick.
Also, there really are just a hell of a lot of dog pictures in this, aren't there?
It was
They're all
like,
Auk. Like that's the. I don't know if the Auk is the name of the dog or like the name of the streamer whose dog that is, but like all of the emotes with that dog are named Auk something.
I clicked on it out of curiosity and just see that stupid face all over the document.
Yeah, if you
It's
watch
very
the
destructive.
TOP race, like there was an evolution of Auk emotes. Like you had Auk dipped in chlorine for a version that was blue. That was the name of the emote. Auk dipped in chlorine.
I really like the edits of the different jobs on the left side, like the Reaper and Sage one.
Yeah. Short answer: do
Makes me
not play these
smile.
jobs.
Or Pepe just putting the dog in the fire.
Why you do that? You didn't deserve it. Fucked up.
Yeah, they're
as it is.
ironically suggesting that you equip and use the yokai watch weapons. What the hell?
That's too much work.
I have them. I can do it. I sure as hell don't want to.
If I joined a static and they were like, you have to go get a yokai weapon to do your trial with, I'd be like, all right.
there's a normal weapon you can buy that like doesn't fuck things up too much.
I'd be like, that's so cool. You got it.
Or if you have the option, you could use a replica relic.
Actually, there was a group that I trialed with at one point. I think it's right before I joined you guys, where they wanted to see how people played in like a blind situation because they were gonna try to do like hardcore world race hours, and they just made everybody do like E5 or something. But they made the four of us who knew the mechanics shut up. The other four couldn't figure out clouds in like 3 hours. So
Really?
this is a little.
I remember doing E5S week 1, and clouds were not an issue.
They couldn't figure out clouds.
Just don't touch the clouds, guys.
Well, they couldn't figure out how to cleanse the thing, and it's like, come on, guys. There's 2 moving pieces here. You guys
I was
just put 2
gonna
and 2 together.
say, there's literally only so many like acting things on the field. That's crazy.
Like, I need to see it a couple times because it's been so long that I've forgotten bits of that mechanic. But also, clouds is not hard. That whole fight is not hard, but clouds is not hard.
The point is, there's a number of people in this game who have never had to think about a mechanic, and it shows.
Also, I guess while we're talking about gutting mechanics to make things like older content weird, the cloud, or not, the chain lightning mechanic, where you're bringing forward dragoons that put eye at each other, is never going to be a thing again. That makes me sad.
Is Arugo going to be the first no-show of the raid group?
I mean,
Man,
if,
people
if
were
he is-
not good at this game in Stormblood.
Oh yeah.
I'm watching like World 19th 04, and this red mage is just like breaking his combo. Like, I'm gonna start a combo. Wait, there's a mechanic, and just leaves, starts casting for fire.
Based.
What is actually weird looking back at, like, even in WoW this happened to me a lot, but like looking back at the play of some of the top players in like the world races, and it's not like absurdly stellar for a lot of them. Like, some of them are outlandishly good, but a lot of them are just like run-of-the-mill standard players who've just been on the game 16 hours a day for a week.
There's so that gets less true as you get closer to it, where like you start to realize the minor things they are doing that really improve the extreme consistency. Like, I make fun of Gingy a lot because he is not good at mage. Like, he has been playing mage for Echo for a while because they don't have other people, but like, as a mage, he's not very good. That said, when he uses his tools to like make sure he's doing the minimum necessary to pass the fight, that is a different skill, and he is exceptionally good at that. Like, way, way better than people like 5 ranks down. And like, on the other end, you have people like I'm Fired Up, who are just clearly the best player in the game, and it's not even close. Like, they do everything right.
Every time this topic comes up, I think of the clear video for the world of first Ragnaros kill in 2004.
Yeah, those guys are not good.
it's a dude playing rogue, and as far as I recall, slice and dice has never been a bad option when you're playing combat rogue, and he just never pressed it. He would just eviscerate over and over and over again, and that was how he fought. It was really stupid.
I'll be right back real quick while we wait for Rugal or call it.
How much time do we want to give him?
I mean, I can hang out here for as long as people need, so I don't mind waiting. But if you want me to make an executive decision so that other people don't have to be the ones to decide it, then I can.
I think like at least 30 minutes of leeway time is fair.
Yeah, I would say no earlier than 6:30. We know he has a weird sleep schedule. I think he usually wakes up for raid anyway, so it's not totally unusual for this.
Is this sickness related to like the food poisoning he had last time, or do we not know?
I mean, it's only been 3 days, so if you had a really bad case, he might still have symptoms.
Oh, that would be just misery, huh?
Oh yeah.
I hope that's not it.
You
I
just
feel
set
like
up a
single
sleeping
targeting
bag next to your
impact is
toilet.
probably not what you were supposed to do on Red Mage and Stormblood.
No. Impact is the AoE finisher, right?
It is now, but it seemed to be like AoE Jolt here. It's a slow cast in Stormblood apparently.
Yeah, those used to be swapped around, the impact on the arrow and thunder.
Yeah, because they didn't have Ver Arrow over Thunder, I guess.
I don't remember what was missing in Red Mage, but
That's
modern
a
Red
rare
Mage is
Tuber Thunder too.
very close to Stormblood Red Mage. It just has extra buttons in the combo.
Bring back Weird Manafic. I liked Weird Manafic.
Or it just doubles your mana.
Yeah, doubles your current mana.
So you have to be really methodical about how you used it. It was really stupid. And then you had to use it when your mana was between 40 and 50 to be optimal.
Yep, because your combo takes 80.
School out for the day. Snow day.
We're gonna give him
stay
at
out of
least
the
until
rules, okay.
6:30. But I think I don't want to hold people past that, so I'll just executive say if he's not here by 6:30, then yeah, we're just done.
Cool. I'll be around. I'm just working on stuff.
Yep.
Oh, who still needed Endwalker trials? Any people need last minute mounts?
I mean, I need some, but I feel like it's not gonna be a thing I really want to use my time on.
I was after DSR. I was thinking about maybe doing a night of the Endwalker trials. Not really farm them, but to bring Pyrus and Orban through them each.
Yeah.
Just like a 2-3 hour, however long, to one shot them all. Not one shot, but do them each once.
And I'd be down to hell, but I don't need the mounts.
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
And it was just sometime in the next like 2 months, a random fun night if there's nothing going on.
It's like going for Mount Farm is a very different thing than going for fun runs.
Especially Endwalker mounts.
Speaking of stuff, when is your next Criterion night?
Maybe tonight. Once
Yeah, I guess it could be tonight if Rugal's not here.
Pyrus is technically playing right now. Oh, update. Like 4 days ago, Orban said, "I hate Final Fantasy PvP. I hate PvP. I'm never going to PvP." 4 days later, rank 25, about 430 crystalline conflict games later.
I saw him like leveling his Dragoon to 90 through PvP. I was like, oh yeah, okay, this man
Like,
likes being
that's-
in crystalline conflict.
Like actually 300 plus games in like 4 days.
Respect? Fear? Admonishment? I don't know.
Probably all of the above.
Like Orban is
when
really,
Orban
really
wants to
good
do
at
something,
grinding things.
He will
like,
do it.
Yeah, when he decides to do something, he is 100% committed. Like one of my favorite traits about him. He's like, he wants to do something, he makes it happen. He'll throw in as many hundreds of hours as he needs to do it.
I'm going back to Crystal to see when he was last online.
Go for it.
Because I usually check BNet, but he's offline to dodge his key people. Because based on his last online, he usually sleeps 8 hours, then logs on Oh, let's see if there's any criterions tonight.
Yeah, I frequently, when I'm like logged in at work, will catch him logging off around noon my time. Like that man was up all night. I just know it.
It's quite the fucked up sleep schedule.
There will be one thing different with the criterions for future streams. I haven't told you yet, Cats. Executive decision.
Cats is not here.
Cat. Oh, well, good. Executive decision. Pyrus cannot take blind proc. He wants to just pull, and hates looking at footage. And Orban is a little bit the same way. He'll do it for Savage, but for dungeons. So, to accommodate them, and also just for fun, gonna do a bit more like chain pulling and figuring stuff out actively instead of sitting there for 10 minutes talking about stuff. Not that really changes much, but just more face to walling.
I mean, I would have suggested pulling more than you guys were doing last time we watched.
Yeah, or
There were several times where you would just like stand still for long enough to risk the timeout.
yeah, it's just having fun, not in a rush. At least Cats and I enjoy looking at footage. There can be more than one on last phase P7. There can be more than one Exaflare safe spot, correct? It's a
Okay, I mean,
minimum one.
There's a lot.
Okay.
There are
It's
a
just
lot
a
of ways you
question
can
do you
dodge
want to
that.
go find it, or do you
Oh,
just
no,
want
I'm-
to do the simple one that works every single time and never wipes your group?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. But I was curious if it's always just minimum, like only one or minimum one.
As long as you're very specific about going to the center, you
I
should
mean,
be
when
alright.
when it's out, there's a ton of safe spots because you can just go anywhere in the outer ring that isn't being pointed at. When it's in, it's a little tighter because you have to start in the hitbox, so you have to actually look around and find like either an Exaflare that has a safe spot that's like pointing, that's not pointing at you and isn't being pointed at by another flare, which means you can just dodge into it and then be done, and it's super safe because no Exaflare is being aimed at you. Or you just have to find like an Exaflare that's not going to get hit and then do the dangerous dodge. Well, it's not dangerous, but the same thing as you do for the brain dead one, by just dodging into the center of it. Or find like a segment of the boss that's not going to be struck by an Exaflare, which isn't always there, but sometimes it is, and you can just go like, oh, the southeast side of the boss is totally safe.
Oh, last online 7 hours ago. So if he gets on the next, actually I don't have anything else planned tonight. So yeah, whenever he hops on, let me see if Cats about me Discord. Mom would be sad. How long it?
Does anybody else get an issue with Discord where like you try to open it while it's minimized and it's just like a gray box, like it's just gray with nothing in it?
Yeah,
Good
I've
old
had that
Electron
before.
apps.
I mean, restarting Discord and or your computer is really the only thing that's ever works for me.
It happens whenever I open it though.
Are
Like
you good at
it's not
admin?
it's stuck on gray. Like if I minimize it again and open it, then it's like normal. But yeah, it's this like constant like gray boxing thing. I don't know. I might have to reinstall Discord. Just completely destroy it in app data.
Be sure to update your status to Furious.
Yeah.
Jax, did you add? I'm looking at your tombstone, stone, whatever this website is. Do you add these pictures? These are like custom ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you link your lodestone to it, then you can just like edit whatever you want. Works just like what FF Collect does that, or FF Logs. Yeah.
Soul of the Black Mage.
Yeah, I don't know why it's stuck on the Black Mage thing. What's really cool about it though is that activity tab will show any participation that you have been uploaded in anyone's logs across FF Logs. You know, by newest to oldest, and then also it saves gear sets for some reason. Like that Black Mage gear set is just what's updated from the lodestone, so it'll like pull your gear sets from lodestone updates.
We need to talk about your week 91 DSR clear.
Week 91, yeah, it's
Week
What's this,
91.
What site is it?
This
Tombstone.gg.
Is there that's that site that I remember looking at it and I was like, oh my god, is there anything more toxic than giving you a parse color based on your week clear?
You gotta.
It's really interesting to see though that like 5% of all of the groups that have cleared DSR are groups that cleared after we did.
Well, it's just weird because they literally give you a like FF log style parse based on the week you cleared it, but like you might not have even started trying to clear it until like week 80. You could
How
clear it
toxic
in
my
a
own
week
listing.
and get a gray parse on that site.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really supposed to be telling people like what your skill is based on that, but it's cool to see like if someone is world first for doing that.
Yeah,
comp.
the numbers.
Yeah, I have
are
a
cool.
gold
I
color
just-
on Mount Rakan.
I imagine that there's gonna be a lot of people who look at that. I think you have to sign up to actually get your stuff, and I haven't signed up on that site.
Yeah, I think
I've
so.
I've never seen this site before, and I apparently have a profile on it.
It's
Oh no.
Yeah, it's toxic.
Sort of. It went like open beta about a month ago, and it's still a work in progress. But
Do you just search your character name?
I think it's more opt-in right now. I don't know.
No, my character's on here.
Yeah, no, it pulls
you
info
see
just
your,
like FF Logs.
do you
FF
see your